Good evening and welcome to a Mitch'nandMauck'n About the Cards podcast. I'm Mitchell. This is the Mitch'nandMauck'n game sweep of the Pittsburgh Pirates, including a leadoff home run today by J.J. Weatherholt. Once again, the bullpen a little leaky, but enough to hold on. What is your instant reaction from today's day game against Paul
Well,
Skeens?
first off, let me pimp the ranch a little bit. Tonight is bring your brooms for the sweep and no cover charge.
No
So just
cover
to,
charge.
yeah, no,
Oh,
just
man.
put that out tonight.
That never
Nope. Hey,
happens.
it never does. I wanted to get that out there. We need to get us some business on a Thursday. Let's just get it out there. Instant reaction, dude. I like seeing Dobbins. It was finally nice to see a Cardinal pitcher have the movement on the ball. Like seeing the sweeper, the slider. You don't really see us have the movement that you see on the Skeens, the Scoobles. That was awesome to kind of see today watching his start.
That sweeper was filthy.
Hmm.
I've not seen the metrics to look at the break on that thing, but just watching it on the broadcast, that thing took a hard left hook out of his
Hmm.
hand. Great movement there. His first 50 pitches were fantastic. Either looks like he ran out of gas kind of in the fifth. I actually had to teach or something because I missed most of the fifth inning. But you kind of wonder, he didn't make it out of those last couple starts and Memphis out of the fifth. Is there still some lingering effects of the injury? Or was he just so jacked up from, first big league start and was, kind of pumping fire there those first 50 plus pitches? He just ran out of gas.
I said the same thing, and I think that's what it was, man. Like he's coming off an injury. This is he had a rehab start. This is essentially a rookie pitcher coming off of his spring training in his first start. So you got to look at it like that. He threw some dimes, some bullets up till the fourth, walked several guys. The fifth just kind of fell apart on him. I, yeah, I'm. That's where you got to look at it, and then see the reason the Cardinals were so excited to bring him into the rotation and when the trade last year.
In that 4 2/3 innings, did you see enough to give him another start?
Absolutely, 100%. I saw. I know Palante pitched well. To go for a six and everything, I see he could be a part of this rotation now, especially now they're going 6-man rotation that they are for this like 17 or next 30 days stretch is pretty rough on them. I think that's yeah, absolutely. And you always love a good rookie pitcher because nobody's got the book on him yet.
The next day off is not till May 11th. If you look at, you count 5 starts from now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be Milwaukee next Wednesday for a day game, or out in San Diego would possibly be the next time you could use them. But it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and throw them against Milwaukee on a day game, or even San Diego. Keep them in the rotation, keep running it. At least stretch out those guys through the San Diego series. Then on that May 11th day, you can make a roster move or reset your pin. The A's and the Royals come after that. But the A's are
Yeah,
doing well. The Royals are struggling. You can
yeah,
kind of reset it. But yeah, I saw enough in 4 1/3 or 4 2/3. Yeah, go ahead, run him out again until they can kind of figure out, like you said, the book on him at this point. Let's get it out early. Try to sneak some wins out when they can. St. Louis now 18-13, 5 games over 500. That's the first benchmark, and now they can start climbing towards 10. We finish April. Today's April 30th. Tyrell, 5 games over 500. Not what. And let's be honest, we are the voice of the fan. We call ourselves that. I thought, honestly, at this point, a game over 500 would have been successful
yeah, dude.
in
I was
April.
anticipating maybe 10 wins at this point because it did not look that way coming out. I was thinking maybe 13 and 18. It did not look like this team highest expectations at all. And here I am going, I'm loving watching this Cardinal baseball team.
Off the top of your head, and I don't have the scorebook in front of me, how many games out of the first 31 or even the 13 losses, let's just take a look at those. Can you remember them actually just being out of the game? Like,
Uh,
not at least having a chance in the last 2 or 3 innings.
yeah, no, I can't. I haven't. None of them have been to where you didn't feel like they were out of the baseball game. They were. They're like, hey, nope, we can still try, or they've got another run tacked onto them so that they do have a chance in the ninth. Yeah, I don't think of too many because I mean, don't they have the most come from behind wins anyway, or most wins in the ninth inning? Like then they've done some miraculous work right now.
10-2 in one-run games, I think, or something like that.
Hmm.
Or and then most comebacks in at least through the first month of the season. It's been fun to watch. I was talking to some people at work about that today. Young team, fun to watch. The last 2 years, they got down 4 runs. The game's over. I can go do anything else. They're down 4-1. Well, he's just getting good now. Nobody
Yeah,
should
yeah,
watch him
yeah.
come
We're
back.
just gonna start trying now. Hey, our bats were asleep.
You look back at today's game. I know there's a couple comments you wanted to make. First swing of the game, JJ Weatherholt, who I believe is quickly becoming him, puts the ball into the right field bleachers to kind of set the tone for the day. Livy Dune, Paul Skeens, who and then a couple of batters later, Jordan Walker finds the left field bleachers to get rolling. And then, of course, the Cardinals with a big eighth inning, 5 runs attacking on. The leaky bullpen holds it. More on that in a second. But go ahead, Tyrell. Let's give a little glaze, a little props there to a couple guys in the lineup. Looking through the lineup real quick, all 9 guys reached base today.
Hey,
Victor Scott, the only one without a hit. AJ had 2. Burley had 3. Walker had 2. Gorman had a couple hits. Church with 1 hit, Paez with 2. He's up to 262 on the average. Kind of his FU to the Mitch'nandMauck'n podcast. We
yeah.
talked a lot of shit about Pedro Paez. He's like, the hell with you guys. I'm not going to Memphis. And listen, I've been to Memphis. I don't blame him. I would not go to Memphis either. Shout out to the Econology at the Memphis airport. But yeah, like Paez is starting to round his bat up to where he is a serviceable bat now in the lineup. So I will let you go ahead and talk on the lineup, kind of what your thoughts are now.
Uh, I'm so excited that Burley's going again with that Silver Slugger swing they had last year. He's doing amazing. I'm liking watching that. But man, I'm with you. JJ is just impressive. What an overall series that he had coming home to Pittsburgh with his alma mater team in the stands the other night. That was awesome. See, great series. Tattooed that ball off of Skeens. Like, seeing the ball well. Number 2 in leadoff hitters in the big leagues. Like that, he's got the most home runs of leadoff hitters and tied for first for second baseman.
Not rookie, right?
Not
All of second.
rookies, all of second basemen. You know, I am just over the moon to watch this kid, and nothing gets to him. He's making great plays in the field. The double he hit the other night, like, and he hustles all the way out of the box, like, just it is so. And I'll get to Jordan Walker here in a second. I really just mean this for him more than I do Weatherholt, but it is finally so fun to watch a prospect that we have been like looking forward to actually hit and like see that, hey, there is a future to this organization that is finally here. Thank you. And that's it's good to feel that like all the hey, this is what we got coming. This is what we got coming is finally here, and we're seeing fruit to our suffering the last couple of years.
And the glove's been better than expected.
Yes.
The glove, I thought, transitioning from short to second, that's an easier transition. I'm not saying any transition is easy at the big league level, but the glove has been plus plus to this point. Like, you were expecting maybe, hopefully, just to be big league average. For the last couple of years, we had seen Gorman out there who had struggled with the glove. JJ's been plus plus for the first 30 plus games here. I'm not saying he's going to be Colton Wong or Tommy Edman at second, but he's getting close.
Yeah, yeah. Smooth. He's got a good arm on him. Like smooth transitions. I know early on he was trying to do like the glove flip and stuff, and like he's gotten that out of his system. Like good overall, solid defense, great hitting, like finding the balls, finding his barrel of his bat. It's great to watch, and you know how I know he's probably not going to get all of the accolades and like the push to be rookie of the year, but I mean they're talking about other people, but I mean, just because he plays for St. Louis, they still got a winning record and they're playing really good baseball, and he's a catalyst of that team. So I haven't seen too many like pushes on him lately. So he's right up there in my mind to watch and see. Get that.
Before we get to Jordan Walker, I want to talk about the other super prospect that was in this series, and we weren't as impressed when we were kind of texting a little bit today. Connor Griffith, threw 2 balls into the dirt from the shortstop position. His arm didn't look as great as JJ's. His bat was okay. Pittsburgh may have rushed him up in a panic.
And he's
I
still a
think he'll be a
teenager.
good ball player. I do. I think, but he's what? He just turned 20, and they had a bounce house for him in the clubhouse. I mean, he should be playing A ball.
Yeah, yeah, you really should. Like you're 20-year-old in the big leagues. That's impressive. Like anymore. I mean, it's always been impressive.
Yeah, and he's hitting 231. He's got 2 home runs, but his glove just didn't look as well. And again, that was just the eyeball test. I think he's going to be a solid baseball player, and it's going to be a fun division in the future with Connor Griffith and JJ. And then you look even at, the WBC in a few years with a Bobby Witt, a Connor Griffith, and a JJ Weatherholt kind of in that infield for Team USA. That's going to be pretty fun to
That
watch.
will be pretty fun to watch. Witt's gonna be in third base then. Connor's
Yeah, they'll move.
shortstop. Weatherholt
Yeah,
cer
Witt'll move
yeah.
to. By the next time the WBC rolls around, Witt'll be at third.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Getting
But let's
to
talk about
Jordan
J.
Walker,
Yeah, that guy had a heck of a comeback series.
like, and I texted you, I think it was early in the Pittsburgh series, and I said, "I feel like Jordan's getting ready to do something here." And I've been watching him the last couple of days, and I know he had that little dip, come down to earth, and got to be about average and not exceeding what it went above the expectations we saw early on. But man, there was something I was watching in his swings, in his eyes, in his judgment of his strike zone. I was like, this guy's out of his slump or his little phone down. He's getting ready to get hot again. And I've just seen it in his mannerisms. And last night he hit that ball to the opposite way. And that's when you know a right-hander's seeing the ball well. When you're going the opposite way as a right-hander, you know he's seeing the ball well. So I'm just really glad that, man, dude, I hope he never holds it against like us fans because we've always rooted for him. And I hope like none of this like spurs him against this organization when he goes to resign because my God, is he a good baseball player?
We
It's
got a
that
negative comment about him 2 videos ago on our TikTok channel. Jordan Walker sucks. Da, da, da. Currently hitting 284 with 9 home runs, 23 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, on pace for an easy 2020 season. Sneaky might be 30-30.
yeah, I was doing the math in my head and I was on a dog walk and I was like, all right, say he plays the pace he's on right now. He's hit almost 10 home runs, nine, whatever. Like if you do extrapolate it out, you're looking at a 25, 30 home run season. Not to mention his outfield assist that, and one of them he doesn't even get credit for. That was a friggin' rope that got somebody. So has really been just an all around all star so far. The first 30 games this season.
And credit to the coaching staff. We knock the coaching staff a lot here. I think John Jay has made a huge difference for Jordan Walker this season. He doesn't look lost in right field anymore. He's a league average, which that's all he had. If the bat's going to do that, you can be league average in right field, but the right arm is a thunderbolt.
Yes, yeah,
They're
it's
not, teams are not stretching on him anymore.
no, yeah. It is a cannon coming out of there, and it is awesome to see. And any production you get out of your outfielder like that, we've got to be happy. This is the most production we've gotten out of an outfielder since Tyler O'Neill. We need to remember that.
Ooh, I do remember that 2 months where Tyler O'Neill might have been an MVP.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Shout out to Tyler O'Neill. A big sweep, especially coming off a disappointing Seattle series. We talked about our, every show. It's going to be ebbs and flows, but now you get to kind of figure out what you got. The Dodgers are coming to St. Louis. Classic National League rivalry. In my opinion, the two crown franchises of the National League, the St. Louis Cardinals and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
100%.
The
I'm right there
American
with you.
League's got Yankees, Red Sox as the crowns. The National League's got the Dodgers and the Cardinals. When you look at the history of baseball, the great game that we are all fans of, it doesn't get better for me as a National League matchup than St. Louis and LA. Look back at the 80s, those big series, the heated rivalries, kind of been one sided here lately, but we kind of checked, we went through the pitching probables. Unfortunately, no Ohtani on the bump, which is kind of sad. However, a really cool thing happened Sunday. On May the 3rd, Dustin May pitches because of
Against
the way they
his,
bumped the rotation
yeah,
against the former team.
yep.
Dodgers' best record in the National League at 20-11. St. Louis right behind him, though, at 18-13. This may not be the walk-over series that Dodgers thought when they were kind of playing in their schedule and their rotation.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a battle. I think it's going to be a battle of attrition. Cardinals aren't going to give up because, like we've said in the past, this team does not know that they're supposed to be bad and they're supposed to lose games and play stupidly. They've played good defense all around. Their offense is clicking right now. Like our leaky bullpen aside, it's fun to watch. Good overall team.
I think I saw that it was Matt Stevenson has a 10.13 ERA. And I checked in Memphis just to kind of look at it. There's no help in Memphis. Tink Hens got sent down to basically the equivalent of the instructional league because his velos dropped below 90. And Tyrell, is his career done?
Yeah, I think
And we love tin cans on this show.
dude, yes, he's one of those they've touted and I've wanted to see come up and just pitch. Anthony Reyes of this just generation. Loved Anthony Reyes too. Um, he something's wrong with him. I mean, he's still young, but I think it's not there for him. He's just such a small frame guy, but he has got the so is Pedro. If you looked at Pedro coming out, like all those small frame guys that got a whip on their arm, it is awesome to see, and that's what I wanted to out of tin cans. But man, if he can't right
And
this wrong,
so much torque on that body.
yeah, it is.
I hopefully, like, he can be back, and we were talking about it today, like, relievers are cheap, man. Go find a reliever. Like, the offense is giving you everything it's got. I mean, 11 runs twice in the Pittsburgh series. The starting pitching is starting to round up. They're not gonna beat down the doors, but they're gonna keep you in the game. You gotta find some help somewhere. Gracefko got credited for the win today. He was the one the official score said was the most effective. He's got an ERA of 1.5. JoJo's at 4.10. That's league average. Riley O'Brien's been solid. That's 3. The problem is you need 6 more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Soriano's been okay. George
Soriano's been a
Soriano's
go.
been okay.
Yeah. He has, and isn't
Okay,
he a
great. Now we
rule?
need
Oh, we got him in a trade, didn't we? Didn't that's not a Rule
yeah.
5
So
guy.
now we only need 5 more arms.
Yeah. Ryan Fernandez had a good outing the other night, but hey,
But he was sitting down.
yeah, but yeah, like so. Yeah, I agree with you. Relievers are cheap. Go get some.
Find somebody off the scrap heap somewhere to that's not gonna be gasoline on the fire.
Yeah.
The only other bad bullpen I could compare it to was in 2003 when the offense was lights out, when you had some solid starting pitching, but the bullpen because Izzy was hurt for the first half of the year, and so the bullpen was so bad. Matt Morris about blew out his elbow because he was not going to turn a game over to a bullpen.
Yes. I remember that season as soon as you said Izzy was out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a fun series year.
You know, if you've got social media, just down the road in Winsville, Missouri, some guy named Trevor Rosenthal is still throwing on TikTok. Yeah, maybe to pull up there at Ozzie Smith Field or whatever there in Wentzville or in just kind of let's see what happens. See if he's got anything left in the tank, you know? Why not? He doesn't fit the youth movement. And I see it on X. I see a lot of other people talking about it. Apparently Heimblum's rebuild did not include rebuilding the bullpen.
That's good. I like that. It did not. um,
No, and it's unfortunate because they're gonna cost them games they should win and possibly keep them out of the playoff spot.
it can, yeah, absolutely. And I don't know what you do other than go out and get another arm because, like you said, there's no help in Memphis, so you just got to go get help. I That's why I was really shocked. And one of them's still out there that the Cardinals didn't take a flyer on Giolito. Like that could have
Yeah,
been a move where you could have just traded him and started doing good. And I don't know.
there's got to be arms out there somewhere. We'll do some research for Sunday to see who's kind of kicking around, who's even in a AAA somewhere that not going to go anywhere, who can opt out of their contract. I believe it's May 1st. A lot of guys can start opting out who didn't make clubs. Looking through the rotation really quick for the Dodgers series, give me 2 out of 3. I'm going to say they're going to take an L on Sunday when the Dodgers throw, and I'm going to say this guy's name wrong, so I apologize. Justin Robleski. He's a 6-foot left-hander who, looking at his current, he's 4-0 in 5 starts with an ERA of 1.5.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not getting.
Does he have velocity? Please tell me he's got high velocity because if it's a soft toss and left, the Cardinals are going to lose in this game for sure.
30 innings, 15 Ks. Yeah, he's pitched to contact.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they're getting no hit.
Yeah. That's gonna. I know what I'm doing with my
That'd
Sunday
be the
now.
yeah, that'd be the day I like to go and throw the getaway lineup out. And you talked about it last night on the Bang Bang. Yeah, Ollie did not go. He went for the throat finally
Hmm.
instead of running out the getaway day lineup. Big big commitment from him. Way to go for the throw. Take the win in the division because in the get down the road, division record matters. And so that was a big win. I probably expected to see Sunday a getaway lineup.
I expected to see some guys getting some rest, but I'm glad that they really did understand that this was a you. Yeah, I'm glad they did it. Like we said last night. Yeah, you can lose this series, the division in April, but you can't win it.
Finally tonight, Tyrell, 2023, 2 nights ago or last night, and we didn't talk about it on the Bang Bang. We lost Mike Shannon. So many years as a young boy in Central Missouri, it was Jack Buck and Mike on the radio. You were hauling hay, you were doing whatever, you were driving to whatever you were supposed to be out doing. You had the ball game on the radio. And that's why so many of us fell in love with the ball game, with baseball, because of Jack and Mike Shannon. And what I loved about Mike Shannon, if the Cardinals were playing bad, he would tell you.
Mhm.
He he would never sugarcoat it. And that guy bled Cardinal red.
100%.
He would tell you what was wrong, what was right with the organization, top to bottom. And he got criticized for it by those in the organization, but he never changed. I think my favorite Mike Shannon story, obviously, there's 100 of them. All your mothers out there, happy birthday is a great one, but nothing tops that's like a cold Bud Light and a hot dog, and then on the air,
Mhm,
him
mhm,
taking a drink of that Budweiser.
mhm.
The current scores, I've had 4 Budweisers. My partner John's had 2. Cardinals 3, Expos 1. I mean, just national treasure. And so my question for you is, now that they changed to Chip Carey a couple years ago, and Chip's gotten better. Chip's growing on me. Give me Danny Mac and Jimmy Ballgame
All day,
on the TV,
all day. Please, all day.
or even put a star on that one. Give me Danny Mac and Tim McCarver.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was great TV.
I I listen to a lot of the radio because it's, usually the games are on out for me when I'm going to go pick up my kid. I could use a little less Ricky Horton, but, Rick Claiborne, really good announcer.
Mike
Mike
Claiborne.
Claiborne,
Mike Claiborne.
really good. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I wish he's good. I love radio baseball. It's always been my favorite, like you said. And I also it was also Joe Buck, man. He was great on the radio and announcing baseball games, and I really love the dynamic with him and Jack. So yeah, Mike Shannon, I will always. He should be in the Hall of Fame just for his announcing. He's a treasure.
We got, kind of robbed last year. The TV broadcast was going to do the Chip Carey Joe Buck broadcast, and it got rained out. I hope they do that again just to hear the stories.
Yeah,
But their grandpa, the dad of Chip Carey, both all three in baseball now. And Stefan, his son is actually going to call some Cardinal games this year. I think he was with the A's last year. I like Joe on Monday Night Football, but Joe calling Cardinal baseball when I was a kid was awesome. But he wanted to get away from that, and he's made a heck of a career for himself. Didn't want to follow in his old man steps, and I get that. But I hope someday he comes back towards the end there to call some games.
yeah. That's his voice is just otherworldly in Cardinal baseball.
The rumor was they tried when they fired Dan McLaughlin. They tried to get him. He turned him down.
I mean,
And then Greg Amaker was also another choice, and Amaker turned him down. He's the host of the national show on MLB Network.
he's a Cardinal fan
He's a St.
too.
Louis. He's a Cardinal. He's a St. Louis guy.
St. Louis guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh.
The one that they never would have got who would have been perfect was Bob Costas.
Bob? I don't know, man. Bob's a big Cardinal fan. He might not. He's a. And he. I yes. Bob Costas.
The tech was too high on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, can we get Bob back for like 10 games?
Yeah. I actually got to go to a dinner where Bob moderated, and it was in St. Louis with with Whitey Herzog and him and Tony. Several years ago, dude. It was
Oh,
to hear Bob Costas so close to you and just talking. It was cold chills.
I mean, you sit there and watch those old 90s NBA on NBC highlights where he does the voiceover before the finals, and you're just like, Jordan's about to go roll somebody. Bob Costas, and then we got Round Ball Rock. But tell me this generation's better.
I was gonna ask that. Is there a voice that is better now? Who's the voice? You don't have a Vince Scully anymore. Costas is still around. You got Nance, but like, who's your voices
I would say
now?
Jim Nance, probably Joe for football. Joe and Jim for football. I couldn't tell you who does the national games on Fox anymore. I seldom watch it.
Smoltz.
Or
Smoltz isn't bad.
who the lead play by play is.
I don't even know. I don't. either.
I mean, we grew up at the ESPN Sunday night with John Miller and Joe Morgan, which was pretty
It
solid.
was good.
Ravage does okay.
Yeah, I like Ravage.
Or he was better as a studio guy. And again, these kids don't know baseball tonight was must see
Oh,
TV.
Peter Gammons, come on.
Carl
Which
Ravage, Peter Gammons, Harold
Harold Reynolds,
Reynolds,
yeah.
Tim Kirchin.
That dude's just the most excited dude about baseball I've ever seen. So I know he got that voice, but you know what? He bleeds baseball.
There was a Stark in there too.
Yeah.
And Jeff Brantley. That was the other guy
I
who was on
forgot
baseball
about Jeff Brantley.
with the mullet still in the 90s.
Yes. With the God is great. Yeah. Former Cardinal.
Drop in the comments who's the voice right now of baseball. Like, what is the soundtrack for nationally, not local, just national?
Yeah, I want to know. Okay.
Well, we were gonna go 10 minutes tonight, and we went almost 30.
Yeah.
We will be back Sunday night with the full show for the Mouth of the West. Tyrell Mock, I'm Mitchell Jenkins, and we will see you on Sunday.